You're recording?
I am recording.
Oh. Here you go.
Hey Detroiters, today's Wednesday, October 16th, 2013, and I'm making dinner while I'm making this video because I'm too tired to make a video, but I'm also too tired to make dinner, so I'm just going to do both at the same time. And I figured while I'm talking about dinner, I'm also going to talk about the idea that I hate food fads. Every couple of years or every couple months, you hear about like all these wonderful food fads that come around and they're the next big thing, and there's like a dozen restaurants and like 100 like recipes that come out for certain foods or certain types of foods or certain different dining experiences. And you know, I like food, I think it's really great, but for some reason people become obsessed with these things. The one that really came to mind was the cupcake fad. Everyone's eating cupcakes, or was eating cupcakes a couple years ago, and you had all those shows on TV where, you know, they had all these cupcake competitions and all these cupcake bakers coming around, and everyone was just obsessed with cupcakes. Now, I have nothing against cupcakes, I love cupcakes very much, but why do we need a cupcake bakery on the corner of every street in middle America? So I'm just curious as to why cupcakes sort of became the dessert that everyone was into for a really long time. The next food fad, which is still kind of going around, it's dying a little bit, but it pains me a lot to talk about how much I hate this food fad, but bacon. Everybody's putting bacon on everything. And don't get me wrong, I love bacon. I do. It's sometimes my sole reason for existing. But you have all these cooks that are just trying to find new and different ways to put bacon on everything. Bacon ice cream, bacon cupcakes, bacon dessert, bacon everything. And bacon to me is a very special food. You don't eat bacon every day because it's terrible for you. But when you do eat bacon, it's this glorious experience that you share with people. But when you have bacon in every single recipe that you see at a restaurant, it's not that special anymore. I think my biggest problem with food fads is it often springs from fad diets, which most people will tell you don't really work anyway. Like the whole low carb movement that started with the Atkins diet, you know, about 15 years ago. The thing about the Atkins diet is that, yeah, if you eat a lot of carbohydrates and you don't exercise, you are going to gain weight. It's that simple. But the Atkins diet didn't distinguish between, you know, like simple sugars, which you would find in candy and pop and all those things, and complex carbohydrates, which you find in beans and oats and high fiber foods like that. So number one, there's no differentiation. Number two, carbohydrates are what your body uses to get energy. So you're cutting yourself off from carbohydrates and you don't have energy. I know a lot of people who did the Atkins diet who didn't exercise. And I would be willing to bet that the main reason that they didn't exercise is because they didn't have the energy to exercise. But when you focus solely on one food or one kind of food for so long, or you neglect other foods for so long, you're basically saying that some foods are better than others on not just a health scale, which may be true, but also on a cultural scale. Or maybe a dietary scale. And to be honest, you can really eat anything you want as long as you work it off. So things like food fads and fad diets, I think, really harm us more collectively as a culinary culture anyway, because frankly, nobody knows what we're eating anymore. You can sneak in, it's fine. What? I don't know why that was so awkward suddenly for me. I'm sitting here ranting about food fads. I think it's okay. Anyway, Detroiters, as I'm peeling these sweet potatoes, I just wanted to let you know my thoughts on food fads. So if you have a food fad or something about food that you really hate, leave it in the comments below. Good luck to those of you going to trivia tonight, and I will see all of you next week. Bye.